Heroes need villains, and some heroes just happen to have the best ones around. Sometimes, the bad guys end up making the story even better. That's why today, we're counting down the 10 greatest villain galleries from Marvel and DC heroes and teams. Those collections of enemies that truly define their legendary status. If you're into this kind of content, hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new video. Let's jump in. Captain America, as a hero who represents a symbol, a political and social flag, Captain America has always battled villains that threaten freedom. His foes often have backgrounds tied to significant historical events, such as World War II with Nazis, the Cold War with communists, radical capitalists, and even urban warfare. Throughout his career, Captain America has faced numerous challenges that reflect these turbulent times. Among his greatest enemies are Madame Hydra, the Serpent Society, Batroc, Baron von Strucker, Baron Zemo, Father and Son, Crossbones, Dr. Faustus, and of course, the Red Skull. These villains have continuously tested the ideals Captain America stands for, making his battles not just physical, but ideological. Green Lantern. The Green Lantern, regardless of who wears the mantle, since we're discussing villains tied to each mantle and not established identities, is a cosmic hero who belongs to a group of intergalactic peacekeepers. As part of this elite force, Green Lanterns battle villains that pose a threat to the security of interplanetary civilizations. Each Green Lantern faces unique challenges in maintaining order across the vast reaches of space. Among the most significant adversaries are Atrocitus, Parallax, Sinestro, and Vandal Savage, who made his debut in the Green Lantern solo comic. These villains have continually tested the limits of the Green Lantern Corps, pushing them to confront not only physical threats, but also moral and philosophical dilemmas in their mission to protect the universe. Thor, possibly the hero with the grandest villains on the list, Thor is a Norse god, and as such, his enemies come from the realm of mysticism. His greatest foe is Loki, the god of mischief, who is also responsible for creating other major threats, such as the Absorbing Man and the Wrecking Crew. These villains have challenged Thor in ways that test not only his strength, but his wisdom and resolve as a god. In addition to Loki, Thor faces powerful enemies like Surtur, Ymir, Hela, Malekith, Ragnarok, and the Grey Gargoyle, among many others. These adversaries, drawn from ancient myth and dark magic, bring cosmic-level threats to Asgard and the Nine Realms, constantly testing Thor's abilities and his role as a protector of both gods and mortals. Wonder Woman, following the god of thunder, is Princess Diana of Themyscira, a warrior forged by mythology and destined to face creatures of legend. Her enemies span gods, witches, and ancient evils, bringing timeless conflict to the modern world. With strength, compassion, and justice as her weapons, Wonder Woman confronts the darkest sides of myth and power. Each foe challenges her divine heritage and human empathy. Her most memorable enemies include Cheetah, Circe, and Ares, the god of war. These figures bring not only physical battles, but philosophical ones, pitting war against peace, chaos against order, and vengeance against mercy. Diana's confrontations reflect the eternal struggle between violence and compassion, and few heroes walk that line with as much grace and strength as Wonder Woman. X-Men, a metaphor for oppressed minorities, the X-Men face villains that embody one core concept: radicalism. Their enemies are either humans or beings created by humans who despise mutants and would do anything to eliminate them, or mutants who feel the same hatred toward humans. This constant battle between prejudice and acceptance lies at the heart of the X-Men's mission. Some of the most notable villains include Magneto, Apocalypse, the Sentinels, Reverend William Stryker, Mr. Sinister, the Hellfire Club, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and the Friends of Humanity, among others. These enemies represent extreme ideologies and push the X-Men to fight not only for survival, but for the very ideals of equality and coexistence. Superman. As the greatest symbol of heroism, Superman has faced every type of villain imaginable. From cosmic tyrants to mad scientists, From magical threats to ruthless businessmen, he has conquered them all. No matter how overwhelming the threat, Superman rises with unwavering hope and determination. His challenges often go beyond strength, pushing his morality and values to the edge. Among his legendary foes are Brainiac, Darkseid, Lex Luthor, Doomsday, and the cyborg Superman. These adversaries threaten not just Earth, but the very idea of truth and justice. In every encounter, Superman defends not just lives, but ideals, making him a beacon in a world constantly tested by evil. His gallery is as iconic as he is, defining what it means to be a hero. Fantastic Four. As a team of explorers and thinkers, the Fantastic Four often battle villains that come from the fringes of science and the cosmos. Their adventures reach the edge of reality, where science fiction becomes reality and logic breaks down. With each new discovery comes a new threat, and their enemies often symbolize the unknown and unpredictable nature of exploration. Their rogues gallery includes Doctor Doom, Namor, Galactus and his heralds, the Skrulls, and Dragon Man, to name a few. These villains combine power with ideology, personal rivalries, or cosmic-scale threats. Each confrontation challenges the team's intellect and unity, proving that their greatest strength is not just power, but family and resilience in the face of the extraordinary. Flash. Flash's enemies are so iconic, they're literally called the Rogues Gallery. Unlike other heroes who face dark reflections of themselves, the Flash's foes are diverse, each offering unique challenges. While some do mirror his powers, many focus on creative crimes and clever tactics. Their variety keeps the Flash sharp, both mentally and physically. Notable villains include the Reverse Flashes, Gorilla Grodd, Mirror Master, Pied Piper, Heatwave, Captain Cold, Trickster, and Captain Boomerang. Together, they represent some of the most creative and enduring threats in comics. Their presence makes Central City a battleground of speed, wit, and chaos, and solidifies the Flash as one of DC's most versatile heroes. Spider-Man. A regular hero with powers and a crime fighter at heart, Spider-Man captivated generations with his simple origin story about a teenager facing the problems of an adult. His villains are the best physical representation of these struggles, each reflecting different aspects of Peter Parker's life and challenges. Among his most notorious enemies are the Green Goblin, his greatest foe, followed closely by Dr. Octopus, Kraven, Chameleon, Lizard, Vulture, Electro, Kingpin, Rhino, Mysterio, Shocker, Jackal, and many more. These villains embody the personal and external struggles Peter faces as Spider-Man, making each battle a reminder of the delicate balance he must maintain between his hero and personal life. Batman. At the top of the list is the Dark Knight, whose enemies each reflect a piece of his fractured psyche. Batman represents control, discipline, and fear turned into strength, while his villains invert those very traits. The Joker is chaos, the Riddler is twisted logic, Scarecrow is pure terror, and Killer Croc embodies raw animalism. Each villain exposes a different layer of Gotham's corruption. His rogues gallery includes Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Bane, Mr. Freeze, Clayface, Two-Face, and countless others. These adversaries challenge Batman in mind, body, and spirit. More than simple foes, they are mirrors of the darkness he tries to conquer within himself and his city. Batman's gallery remains unmatched in depth, variety, and psychological complexity. That's it for today's video, folks. I hope you enjoyed exploring the greatest villain galleries in Marvel and DC. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more awesome content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.